the people buying these units probably won't ask for the price first. MRT at doorstep, within 1 kilometer to Thomson School, Thomson Plaza just across the road, minutes away from Macritchie Reservoir, and located in one of Singapore's most established residential estates. Sounds impressive, right? But here's the real question. Does Thomson Reserve actually deserve all the attention it's getting? Or is it simply another hype-up new launch? In today's video, we'll be taking a deep dive into Thomson Reserve, looking at its location, connectivity, schools, amenities, pricing potential, nearby competition, investment prospects, and most importantly, whether it could be worth considering when it launches later this year. Let's get into it. Expected to launch around September or October 2026, Thomson Reserve is one of the most anticipated residential developments in Thomson area. The project is located along Bright Hill Drive and Upper Thomson Road, occupying a massive land parcel of about 540,000 square feet. To put that into perspective, many recent launches sit on sites between 150,000 to 300,000 square feet, so Thomson Reserve is significantly larger. The development consists of 6 residential towers ranging from 21 to 30 stories high, with a total of 1,268 units. Now, one of the biggest advantages immediately noticeable is its direct connection to Upper Thomson MRT station on the Thomson East Coast Line. In today's market, developments with true doorstep MRT access are becoming increasingly rare, and when they do appear, they tend to attract significant buyer attention. But beyond the numbers, what really makes Thomson Reserve interesting is where it's located. The Thomson area has long been one of Singapore's most popular residential districts. So unlike newer housing estates that are still developing their identity, Thomson is already mature. Residents enjoy established amenities, mature greenery, reputable schools, popular eateries, and excellent road connectivity. So what has changed over the last few years is the arrival of the Thomson East Coast Line. So this has dramatically improved accessibility. So today, residents can travel conveniently towards Orchard, Marina Bay, Shenton Way, and the eastern parts of Singapore via a single MRT line. So as a result, Thomson has become even more attractive to both homeowners and investors. The area offers something increasingly difficult to find in Singapore: a balance between convenience and lifestyle. You are close enough to the city to enjoy accessibility, yet far away enough to enjoy a quieter residential environment. Let's talk about transportation. Thomson Reserve enjoys direct access to Upper Thomson MRT station. Now, this is not a project where you need to walk several hundred meters under the hot sun, so the MRT is literally just at your doorstep. For Upper Thomson MRT, one stop brings you to Bright Hill MRT, where you can connect to the upcoming Cross Island line. One stop in the other direction brings you to Caldecott MRT, where you can connect to the Circle Line. You are also approximately 5 MRT stops to Orchard, and about 9 to 11 stops from the CBD and the Marina Bay area. So for professionals working in town, this level of connectivity is a major advantage. Now, in an era where commuting time matters more than ever, direct MRT access remains one of the most important factors supporting long-term demand. Now, let's talk about schools. Because for many families, this could be the biggest reason to consider Thomson Reserve. The development falls within 1 kilometer to Thomson School. Thomson has been consistently one of Singapore's most sought-after primary schools. So over the years, many buyers have specifically targeted properties within the school's enrollment distance. If you have attended enough show fairs, you will realize something interesting. Many families are not simply buying a property. They are buying access to schools, access to convenience, and access to opportunities for their children. And being within 1 kilometer of a school like Thomson is a significant advantage that cannot be easily replicated. Here's what I personally think is Thomson Reserve's biggest differentiator: nature. Most new launches can offer facilities. Most can offer swimming pools. Many can offer MRT access. but very few can offer the combination of city fringe convenience and close proximity to nature. Now within minutes, residents can access Macritchie Reservoir and Lower Pierce Reservoir. You have extensive park-connected networks, nature trails, running routes, cycling paths, and mature greenery surrounding the estate. For buyers who enjoy an active lifestyle, this is a significant benefit. After a long day at work, having access to these nature spaces can make a huge difference to quality of life. And unlike many urban developments surrounded by other high-rise buildings, certain steps within Thomson Reserve are expected to enjoy open views towards greenery and the landed housing. Those views are becoming increasingly rare in Singapore. Convenience is another major selling point. Thomson Plaza is located directly across the road. Residents can easily access supermarkets, restaurants, enrichment centers, cafes, and daily necessities. The Thomson area itself is also well known for its food source. From local eateries to cafes, restaurants, residents have plenty of options nearby. Now, this level of convenience reduces the need for unnecessary travel and enhances everyday living. Now, let's address the question everybody wants answered. How much will Thomson Reserve cost? While official pricing has not been released, we can look at several indicators. One important factor is land cost. Compared to some upcoming launches, Thomson Reserve appears to enjoy a relatively favorable land acquisition price. Why does this matter? Because land price is one of the biggest components influencing launch pricing. A lower land cost potentially gives developers more flexibility when positioning a project. Let's compare this with recent launches. Buyers have already shown willingness to pay above 2,500 PSF in Tampines, above 2,008 PSF in Bayshore, and above 3,000 PSF in certain city fringe locations like River Morden and Penrith. So this raises an interesting question. If Thomson Reserve launches competitively despite offering MRT connectivity, proximity to Aitong, mature amenities, and strong lifestyle attributes, could it represent stronger relative value compared to some alternatives? This is something buyers will need to assess when official pricing is released. Another important comparison is the recent TOP competition. Now, nearby projects such as Amor Residence, Jetscape, and Lentor Modern have been transacting around the mid-2,500 range. So some buyers may ask, if resale projects are already trading at this level, how much should I be paying for a brand new development? It's a valid question. With Thomson Reserve, buyers receive a fresh 99-year lease, brand new facilities, modern layouts, and the latest design concepts. Historically, new launches often command a premium over resale projects. So the key question is whether the premium remains reasonable. If the gap remains attractive, buyers may potentially benefit from both defensive entry pricing and future appreciation opportunities. No project is perfect, and it's important to discuss the risks as well. First, Thomson Reserve is a large development with 1,268 units. While this creates economies of scale and extensive facilities, it also means that there will be more units entering the resale market after TOP. Second, launch pricing will ultimately determine attractiveness. Even the best project can become less compelling if pricing is overly aggressive. Third, buyers seeking exclusivity may prefer smaller boutique developments. So while Thomson Reserve has many strengths, buyers should always evaluate whether it aligns with their personal goals and lifestyle preference. In my opinion, Thomson Reserve is best suited for families targeting Aitong School, owner-occupiers who value MRT convenience, nature lovers who appreciate greenery and reservoir access, professionals working in Orchard, Novena, Marina Bay, and the CBD, and of course long-term investors seeking a well-located city fringe asset. When I look at Thomson Reserve, I see several factors that rarely come together in a single project. Direct MRT access within 1 km to Aitong School, Thomson Plaza across the road, close proximity to Macritchie and Lower Pierce Reservoir, strong city fringe connectivity, a large-scale development with extensive facilities, and potentially limited nearby competition compared to other growth areas. Of course, pricing will ultimately determine whether this becomes a good purchase. But based on everything that we know today, Thomson Reserve is certainly one of the launches that deserves serious attention. If you're considering Thomson Reserve or would like floor plans, stat analysis, pricing updates, or a personalized discussion whether this fits your goals, feel free to reach out. I'm Adrian. If you found this video helpful, remember to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more property reviews and market insights. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!